What's up, Devils? J-Dawg back to make another goddamn video. Today's video, we're going to be going over some questions on one of the whatever video I pulled up. It's the next one in line. But first, we're going to do a little bit of housekeeping because last night and Saturday was the Mortician show. They played 2 nights, Saturday and Sunday, here in Cleveland. Sunday, they played with Nunslaughter and a bunch of other bands. And Saturday played, who else even played with them on Saturday? Did I watch anybody else? Oh, and Balmer played as well. That was the main band I watched as well. So, fucking awesome time. Packed to the gills. And I was trying to track down Will and Roger all Saturday. And I didn't get a chance to. Was talking to a lot of Devils. Bumped into a lot of guys that saw the channel. People come to me. So it was fucking awesome. Always come up to me, Devils, on Sunday. Shout out to Lurking Fear. He came up to me, talked. That was always cool when they put the user ID. And especially when I recognized him. Oh, cool. Especially when I never met him before. So, yeah, that was fucking awesome. I had a great time. But on fucking Sunday, after the show, I got to track down Will and Roger at the end, fucking hang out for at least an hour. Me, Eric, and Chase, all three of us, just like the old goddamn days. We're hanging out with Will and Roger. Got a group photo with me, Eric, and Chase, and Will and Roger. And I got an individual photo with Will, I think, and maybe it was me, it was my brothers. But yeah, I got like 3 different fucking photos, so it was awesome. And I got the my very first video, December 24th, Devils, go back, when I did a Hell's Ever story time. I showed you this. I talked about Mortician, just one of our releases we did. The first pressing, the first album that we did by Mortician, because the very first Mortician release we did, vinyl-wise, was the split LP with Flesh Grind. But out of all the albums, because as you guys know, the diehards, the real Devils, know the Mortician catalog, and that we did every single album on vinyl. This was the 2005 pressing that I showed on camera in my first video, and I got to have Will and Roger fucking sign it. Will there. Roger there. So that was cool. Same copy. You know, the 9. Mine's number 9 out of 110 that I got back in 2005 when we did it. Is the only the 110 first 110 copies on the blue with kind of like the lame splatter. Didn't come out as cool as we hoped from the plant, but nonetheless, only 100 made. So that was super fucking cool. So it was super fucking cool catching up with Will and Roger, just shooting the shit, hanging out. Because yeah, I haven't seen those guys in like 20 goddamn years because they stopped playing shows for so long. So hopefully, you know, we don't go another 15, 20 years without seeing us. That's why I said that to Will and say goodbye. I was all right, Will, I'm out of here. I'll see you the next 15 years. Started laughing. I said, no, that'll be much sooner than that. So hopefully, you know, maybe next year or something. As it'd be cool if Emma at No Class does like a yearly Mortician thing. Because it was both days were literally sold out. So she had the whole barbecue thing going outside. Really, really good time. So a lot of out-of-towners came up. I fucking got to meet Aaron from Melting Rot and Molder, and he gave me the new fucking album. Check this out, Devils. I spun it today, and it was fucking great. He hooked me up with that. He gave me a black vinyl and a color vinyl. Here's the color vinyl. You should all know what fucking black vinyl looks like. If you don't, then fuck, I don't know what goddamn planet you're from. So you can go over and pick that up, whoever has it for sale. I'm not sure exactly who all has a sale, but I know a lot of you Devils bring up Molder like them. Here's the insert, fold-out insert. So yeah, Aaron was a really, really cool guy. Got my photo with him too. And yeah, just shot the shit with him. And we're supposed to, I talked about him, we talked about prior too through text about us doing the Melting Rot like demos and EPs and shit all on like a vinyl release, so like one package, maybe a CD LP. We'll see. We haven't discussed all the fucking details, so I just need materials from him. So all in all, good time. You know what I mean? Other thing I wanted to bring up too, just started noticing on today's video. I don't know if it was on past videos. I just didn't never notice it. But if you guys start to see some of these like fucking negative troll comments, that's from that fucking piece of shit I did the video about. The police report video. Eric's ex-girlfriend, for whatever reason, she's making a fake user ID and she's commenting on my page now, which is fucking weird as hell. Like, what are you following me for? Like, why? Like, so she made all those lies up about Eric, which he, by the way, he won his court case on that too, and fucking judge got a good laugh at her on that shit. He's got audio for everything too. It's just how much of a dummy she looked like. And so I guess since she failed her court case, Emma from No Class banned her, so she's not even allowed there. So she was pissed about there. She was rubbing elbows with Will. Doesn't even like Mortician. Like, I know for a 100% fucking fact she does not like Mortician. She's showing up at shows like Deicide and stuff. I didn't actually see her. Lindsay saw her, and I think my brother saw her. I didn't see her because she fucking say anything to me. I would have no problem like just calling her right out. I have zero problem calling out. I'm not nice like fucking Eric, so you might be barking up the wrong goddamn tree. she's showing up to these shows and shit, but yet she's afraid of Eric, your abuser. But why the fuck are you showing up then? The shit that she's 100%. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Was never a Deicide fan, never a Mortician fans. The bands that she was posing on and claims that she likes the stuff like Black Witchery and the black metal stuff, which is hilarious, but then she talks shit about it when she's trying to make her court case. Like, they support racist, hateful bands. Oh, you mean those bands that you were wearing hoodies of? And literally, when you were doing your clothing line, were selling and marketing and having Lindsay take photos with you and shit like that of wearing Black Witcher and shit. Then they're in the racist, hateful camp too. They were cool when they were benefiting you, but now they're not. Now they suck and they're hateful and Hell's Headbangers supports them, but yet you did too, and you claimed you were a fucking fan. Biggest fucking poser I ever fucking met. So, anyways, for whatever reason, she was leaving comments under the. I don't know if there's a real Abby Simmons account because it looked like one that's actually asking legitimate stuff for like quite some time now on the channel. But there's definitely a fake one. If it's not both fake, if it's not two separate accounts, one of them was definitely faked. And I went ahead and blocked the account because it's just drama shit coming out. I was like, so she's making all these lies up about Eric and shit, you know, they broke up. It's like, even if those lies were actually true, what the fuck does that have to do with me? Why are you coming over and like stalking me and my wife? Like, it makes no goddamn sense. Like, that's like saying like, what, I'm accountable for his acts if they were true? Like, what the fuck? It has nothing to do with me. Like, so Ted Bundy, he's got kids, right? He has offspring. Are they now fucking banished from whatever because their dad? Whoa! What my dad did, he was sent to the electric chair. What does the fuck does that have to do with me? The fuck you coming over here talking to me for? I barely talk to you. I was formal and friendly to you at the family events when you show up. I was respectful. I mean, I didn't go overly out of my way to talk to you because I knew from day one you're a piece of shit. I could just fucking tell. It was obvious as hell, but you know, be whatever. You're dating Eric, be respectful, be nice. And so I was never like a dick. Gave her no reason for not to like me. But if you want a reason, I can give you every fucking reason in the world. I'll be a total dick now. But anyways, I just don't want any drama on the fucking page. So any fake accounts, if I think it's her, which I know that one was her, and if I see other ones creates noise, I'm just gonna block them because this channel is literally for just talking the devils. It's talking metal. I don't need some poser bringing drama shit that I have literally fucking nothing to do with. So yeah, if you ever see those devils, and if I don't get a chance to block them or whatever, light her the fuck up. If you see anything that's like just obvious, where it's like, why is it just random, like completely trashing me, where it's just like you could like say stuff like, hey, Hemorrhage sucks. What are you talking about? Like, that's fine. Stuff like that. I don't care if we disagree on bands or topics, stuff like that. But if it's just silly, stupid shit where you can just tell it's somebody that has like a personal vendetta, again, personal against me, why the fuck it is, it makes zero goddamn sense. Just shows how much of a fucking loser this person is, has so much time on their hands. Makes no goddamn sense why the fuck you follow me. But whatever. From here on out, those don't block, because otherwise I don't block shit. And but I found out, I just looked it up and I was like, oh, this takes 2 seconds. I'll just block. So keep wasting your fucking time. Whatever. Anyways, nothing of that goddamn shit. But just like I said, if you see any devils, go ahead and feel free to fucking light her up. I saw she was kind of fucking chiming in on Goatman too, bashing him, an actual true fucking devil. You comment on that? Fuck you talking to him for? So let's go with some goddamn questions now, as usual. Video I brought up that was next in line is Circus Metal Now Exists? Obituary as the first homeboy riff in metal history, according to one of the devils. 1.9K views in 2 weeks. So Circus Metal goddamn talk was a big hit. 166 comments. I just strolled the goddamn bottom. First question mark from looks like some Asian quotation marks, Asian rating, and the word grim. Definitely have seen you comment on your brow. So here's another question from you. Why do you use the word homeboy to describe bouncy riffs? To be honest with you, I thought it was kind of obvious. It's just because it's all groovy and stuff like that, kind of like, you know, kind of rappy, kind of bouncy, mushroom head, corn. It just sounds like something that the brothers would be fucking beaten down to in the fucking hood. You know what I mean? That's why I just figured it was a accurate way of describing it. Ricky Jones, Daly's Devil question. What is your favorite Leprechaun movie? I like the first 3, personally. Probably the first one, and then probably the third one, the Vegas, which is ridiculous, but I like that one. And then the second one's good, too. So the first 3 I like. Space is fucking horrible. It's got some parts that are kind of funny. And Hood and Back to the Hood, it's bad. I mean, the Leprechaun character, he looks cool. Warwick Davis playing him. He always did a good job. He always says funny shit, and I like the character. But they're those, like, the 4th, 5th, and 6th, and I don't think there was a 7th. There's just 6 total between Space, Hood, and Back to the Hood. Those they're pretty bad. So, Ricky Jones, DAWG, do you like Morbid Angel's live album Entanglement Chaos? I personally do not. Nail Black Metal. Did you read Tom G. Warrior's book? I hear it's great. I need to check that out. He had a fucked up childhood and life, from what I've heard. I didn't read it, but we've had him in stock several times. Definitely looked cool as fuck. I just, I like, don't get me wrong, I like Hellhammer and I like the first two Celtic Frost full lengths up to Megatherion. After two Megatherion, I don't know how anyone likes that other later Celtic Frost shit or whatever. I thought that shit was god ass awful personally. But I was just never, it wasn't like Deicide or Merciful Fate where I was a die hard fan. I really didn't like, kind of like about Tom Warner and stuff. I wasn't like, I didn't kind of like care, to be honest with you. Now I see why some people would, because he's a metal icon and a legend, and that's a lot. Celtic Frost and Hellhammer, that's some people's all time favorite bands. So for them to want a book on the guy that did it, yeah, I get it 100%. It's just me. I wasn't that much of a diehard fan. It's like, I like it, but it's not it's not even my top 20 favorite bands. You know what I mean? So I didn't feel the need to read it. Ricky Jones, 2 videos in one day. Is that like a comment or a question? Did I do 2 videos in one day one time? I don't think I did. Maybe at one point, maybe what, an update video, like when I said I'm going on Francisco's channel type, like mini video. I don't think I've done that, but Ryan Zerta 2, J-Dog, concern slash comment here. Alrighty. People care too much and judge others on appearance alone in this shit world. Without knowing anything about a person, a judgment gets cast. I am guilty of it myself. But now that I'm getting older, I see shit different and actually give less fucks. Do you ever feel that way? Cheers. Oh, yeah, 100%. And don't get me wrong, I'm still guilty of the judging, like, in a sense. Like, again, if a guy's in a fucking Tool shirt and he's like, oh, fuck yeah, man, Cannibal Corpse. Like I said, I'm wearing a Cannibal Corpse shirt. I'm automatically going to judge in my head. I mean, I'll kind of hear him out. I'll be friendly, but I'll judge him in the sense to where it's like, oh God, I know where the fuck this is going. Like I'll come to a conclusion before the conclusion's made. But to my defense, it's not to tap myself on the back. 99.9999% of the times I'm dead ass fucking right. I already know what this guy's into. It's not the same thing, which is there's nothing wrong with that. It's just I already know where this is going. Same with if I see some guy just wearing like a fucking Browns t-shirt or Ohio State and then just a typical dude. Nothing wrong with him. It's just, and I have no problem with him. They might be a nice guy. It's just like chances of me being able to have a long, in-depth conversation with them is probably slim to none. We probably have absolutely nothing in common or like-mindedness whatsoever. So in that sense, I kind of do judge. But as a sense, if it's somebody that I know and like they're wearing something I already know their personality, I already like them, but I could get two flying fucks. They can wear a pink t-shirt for all I fucking care. If they're already kind of cool in my book and they're cool, then yeah, so be it. But if it's I've never met them and shit, yeah, I might already have an initial impression in my head. Not on every little thing, but for some stuff, if it stands out as like some of the benchmarks, if I see a mushroom head hoodie, I'm automatically going to assume, oh God, this guy thinks he listens to metal and doesn't. And again, there's exceptions to the rule, but 99 times out of a fucking 100, I'd say fucking more like 999 times out of 1,000, I'm going to be dead ass fucking right. Because there's only been like 1 or 2 times when I had the oh fuck in my mind, and it turned out, oh wow, this guy actually knows metal. I can think of 2 scenarios. One, it turned out to be Tommy Redefining Darkness, one of his buddies. He worked at a coffee shop, and I was wearing a Cannibal Corpse shirt, and he made a comment. I was like putting like some Splenda and shit in my coffee, and he made the cannibal. I'm like, oh God, I know where this is going. And another time I was at it was for a kid's party, and I was wearing a Dark Funeral shirt or something, and a chick said something that worked there. Brought it up, and I was like, oh God, where's this going? And she actually knew shit. Like, so yeah, I saw Dark Funeral when they played with like maybe not that, but saw shows and new bands. Like she was bringing up, nothing outlandish. She didn't bring up the Putrefaction Painful Death demo, nothing super impressive, but she's talking about how she likes, Damien Borger, Behemoth, Cannibal, even a little more touch on it. I think she said Dark Funeral, Marduk. So like nothing super underground, but more than the fucking Pantera guy. You know what I mean? I was like, oh wow, actually somebody that she actually knows some real metal bands. You know what I mean? So those are probably like the only 2 instances when I had oh fuck me, I know where this is going. Don't even want to talk to this person. Where I was wrong. I was like, oh shit, oh they actually know. So finally, fuck somebody, finally, goddamn. Go to Thompson calling some grave songs homeboy doesn't offend me. It's hilarious. Yeah, it is funny. And the thing is like it's all, dude. I got anybody that knows me knows I'm a huge fan of the early grave shit. So let's say second album slash And Here I Die Satisfied, that era, down. So to the first album, demos, huge fucking fan. Anyone that knows me knows that. If they don't know that, then you don't really know me. So I'm the one saying it. So it's like, what the fuck? It's like, I'm not like, I'm kind of ripping on them. It's kind of like just busting balls, you know what I mean? And just making fun, you know what I mean? Just having fun. Just talking trash. What are you doing? Just talking trash. You guys know that line? Goatman. See, Goatman's back. Comments and everything, goddammit. Yet he's getting hassled by a fucking total fucking poser. Uh, Peste Noir was unique in the first album for the solos and riffs. They get real weird on the fourth record, L'Odore L'Etat Pure, which is French. Maybe you should review it. Yeah, maybe. I don't have anything against Peste Noir. Like I said, I remember when they first came out, I heard it. I just cool background, but I didn't like buy it or anything. And I just remember they were kind of like blowing up, getting popular. Oh shit, is that the same band? But when I first heard them, didn't know anything about them. When their record came out, was just a CD, and I was casing them and stuff. I put on the player and didn't think of it. They got kind of popular. Oh, that band. Okay, I remember them. Just didn't think of it. I commented on this. Kind of made a simple video. The Hammer Chan Shutter 80. Because by the time he posted this, I didn't post that video yet. AJ Dog Glenn Benton did a podcast with Chris Garza, Suicide Silence, recently. Pretty good watch, about an hour long. Won't spoil it. Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, I thought it was good. The guy, I had no idea who he was, and then when I went to his other videos, seeing his other interviews, and basically seeing what his interests are, I'm like, oh, now I see why I never heard of this guy. He basically, to be completely honest, not to bash the guy, he seemed like a nice fellow, and he seemed excited about music, and he definitely did a good job with the interview. A lot of his comments, like he said he was 36 years old, so he's a younger, I'm pretty sure he said 36. So he's like a year younger than me. He's like, yeah, this is my first time getting a CD aside. It's kind of like, what the fuck? Where the hell you been? How have you only, like, how have you just not, like, D side plays like several tours in 2000? You're my age. Like, what do you mean? Like, I've seen D side like literally like 10 times. It's kind of like, where the fuck you been? So that crossed my mind as a total newbie. And then when you see the other bands he's interviewing, he's passionate about, like the Fear Factory and stuff like that. It's like, it's one of these guys, the guy that thinks Cold Chamber, Mushroom Head, Fear Factory, Tool, Corn, all that crap. He thinks that Pantera, thinks that's all like the real fucking metal. And then he stumbled across a Cannibal Corpse and a fucking Deicide and a couple other things. And he's like, whoa, this is the heaviest thing ever. You know what I mean? And he liked it. So he seemed passionate about it, which is cool. Nothing wrong with that. But it just seemed like he started off in that very, very trendy scene. And just didn't see the light. But I mean, if that's what he likes, that's what he likes. But it just explains why it's like, I mean, I'm seeing this channel. I'm like, I would probably have very little interest to watch anything else this guy has ever done, or is it pretty much his opinion? I think is pretty much like none of the same shit. Questions, devils. The Accordion XL, Yo J Dog. If given the opportunity, would you do an LP for the band Eternal Suffering? Yeah, I actually, it's funny, I commented on that as well a few videos back. I would. In my opinion, they were one of the few bands that did brutal slash slam genre right. Yeah, and they were one of the very, like, kind of like early pioneers of it in a sense. I'm not saying they're the first band, but there was somebody, like, I'm saying they were at the early, when it wasn't common. Was that album was what, 99, 2000? In that area, maybe 2001, the latest, somewhere around there. Harry Quinn, J Dog, I'd like to see you show off your Venom collection, especially if you have some of the great singles like Acid Queen. Yeah, my Venom collection isn't that impressive though, because I don't really have a lot of the singles. The thing is with Venom, they were actually kind of one of the pioneers of when I said pointless 7 inches, doing a 7 inch and it's just a song on the album. I have like a lot of the early reissues of the LPs, like the back on black ones with colored vinyl. I have those early 2000s picture discs of At War with Satan Down. So the first 4 albums, I have picture discs of each of those. I think I have an original black metal picture disc. So I both the reissue picture disc from the early 2000s, the original black metal picture disc, and then I don't know if I have any original, like Welcome to Hell and stuff. I don't think I have original LPs. I think they were the early 2000s reissues. I have a bootleg LP of Cast in Stone demo, which I think there's only like 100 of those made. That was a long ass time ago, at least 10 years ago, 10, 12 years ago. That's a rare one. The demo for the Cast in Stone, so that's a cool one. Then outside that, I might have like one or two other bootlegs. I'm trying to think. Do I have any other bootleg, like a live Venom bootleg? I'm not even sure. But I think I'm pretty sure I have like the Seven Gates of Hell LP, so nothing like overly impressive. The singles and shit like this shape, picture this nightmare and stuff. It's cool. So some of their singles kind of look cool, but in like a lot of the salts that they did, but it was kind of like it's just the same songs. Like I don't like what like they're like I said when I was talking about pointless 7-inch bands put on a 7-inch of non-exclusive songs. Like why do I need the 7-inch? You're just gonna put on the album. You know what I mean? So if Venom back then was doing 7-inch singles, and let's say the only way you got those songs were on that 7-inch, they weren't ever released, and that would be fucking awesome. Exclusive, rare songs. Fuck yeah, I would want those. You know what I mean? But that wasn't the goddamn case. So they kind of were. I don't know if that's kind of like probably a label thing too. Like the singles and B-sides and stuff were still pretty common when Venom was first starting up. They were super common in the '70s. Obviously, you could basically walk in a grocery store and just buy a single of your favorite song or whatever that was on the radio hits. I mean, that's anyone that was around back then. I mean, which I wasn't. I'm not going to pretend I was. They'll tell you that. So I've heard those stories a million times. So Venom was kind of towards the tail end of that, where singles were still a thing, but they were kind of slightly after that on their way out. You know what I mean? So, anyways, that's it for this one, Devils. Comments, questions, concerns? You know what the fuck to do. Put it in the goddamn comments box. I'll get an answer bright and early in the morning. Later, goddamn it.